Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of British coins, specifically the 2-pence coin. These coins may look small, but they carry a huge history, hidden secrets, and even collectible value that surprises many people. So, make sure you watch till the end, because you might just discover that one of these coins in your pocket could be worth far more than its face value. The 2-pence coin, often written as 2p, was first introduced in 1971 when Britain switched from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the modern decimal currency system. Before 1971, British currency was based on 240 pence to a pound. With decimalisation, the pound was divided into 100 new pence. The 2-pence coin was one of the first decimal coins introduced to the public. The early 2p coins were made of bronze and were slightly heavier and larger than today's coins. Over time, changes in metal composition, design, and even inscriptions took place. By 2004, the coin had already seen over 3 decades of circulation, and it had become a familiar part of daily life in the UK. The front of the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, as it does on all British coins. But in 2004, the portrait in use was the 4th official portrait of the Queen, designed by Ian Rank Broadley in 1998. This portrait shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The words Elizabeth D.G. Reg. FID Def 2004 circle around the portrait. DG Reg means De Grazia Regina, or by the grace of God, Queen. FID Def means Fidei Defensor, or Defender of the Faith. The reverse side shows the famous badge of the Prince of Wales. It features a plume of 3 ostrich feathers rising from a coronet. A ribbon below bears the motto ICH Dien, which is German for I serve. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, a brilliant British designer, responsible for several decimal coin designs. Around the edge, the words 2-pence are inscribed at the top, with the value 2 at the bottom. The 2004 2-pence coin has very specific details collectors love. Metal, copper-plated steel after 1992. Bronze was replaced because copper became expensive. Weight 7.12 grams. Diameter 25.9 millimeters. Thickness 2.03 millimeters. Edge plain smooth edge with no inscription. This change to copper-plated steel was important because if you place a magnet near a 2004 2-pence coin, you'll notice it sticks. That's because of the steel core. Earlier bronze coins, like the pre-1992 2-pence, are non-magnetic. The 2004 issue of the 2-pence was struck at the Royal Mint, one of the oldest mints in the world, with over 1,000 years of history. Millions of these coins were produced for circulation, meaning most are common. But despite their wide circulation, small variations, minting errors, or uncirculated versions can make them interesting for collectors. Generally, the 2004 2-pence is not considered rare, but there are always things collectors should look for. Misstrikes, off-center strikes, double strikes, or improperly formed edges. Die errors, sometimes letters or numbers may appear doubled, weak, or missing. Plating errors, since these coins are copper-plated steel if the plating is thin or missing. Unusual silver-colored patches can show. Any of these errors can greatly increase collector value. So, how much is the 2004 2p coin worth today? In circulated condition, it's usually worth just 2p. In brilliant uncirculated (BU) condition, it may sell for around £1 to £3. Proof or collector's sets from the Royal Mint can be worth even more. Error coins can be highly valuable, depending on the type of error, sometimes fetching tens of pounds on online auctions. The 2p coin has been part of British daily life for over 50 years. It's commonly used in shops, markets, and vending machines. People often use it for small change or even collect them in jars. Interestingly, the 2p coin has been used in popular culture, especially in seaside penny pushers and arcade machines, where players use 2p coins to push prizes off a platform. In recent years, there has been discussion in the UK about whether smaller coins like the 1p and 2p should continue being minted. Rising costs of production combined with less cash usage mean these coins are less in demand. However, they remain a nostalgic and important part of British currency, and collectors believe they'll continue to hold interest for many years. In 2004, Britain was still fully under Queen Elizabeth II's reign, and decimal coins had already been in circulation for 33 years. This was one of the last few years before a major redesign happened in 2008, when the reverse designs of coins were changed to feature parts of the royal shield of arms instead of the older traditional symbols. So, the 2004 2p still carries the classic Prince of Wales feathers design, which makes it part of the pre-2008 style set. The 2p coin is one of the heaviest coins in UK decimal currency, below the £1 mark. It has been used in arcade slot machines, charity collections, and even household crafts because of its bright copper shine when polished. Some people use them for penny art mosaics, since the coin's reddish color is visually striking. Coin collectors often collect date runs of 2p coins, meaning one coin from every year minted. The 2004 coin is a necessary piece in that series, making it important for completing a collection. Although it is a British coin, the 2p has international collectors. People in the US, Europe, and Asia often look for UK coins, especially ones featuring Queen Elizabeth. The 2004 issue appeals to collectors who focus on early 2000s coins as part of the Queen's long reign. Next, 2p 2007. The 2p coin is part of the decimal coinage system introduced in the United Kingdom in 1971. Before decimalisation, Britain used pounds, shillings, and pence. The decimal system simplified currency, and the 2 coin became an essential part of everyday transactions. By 2007, the 2p coin had already been in circulation for over 35 years. That year, it was minted under Queen Elizabeth II, continuing the tradition of featuring the monarch's portrait on all British coins. These coins were widely used, but they also started to attract attention from collectors due to subtle changes in design and minting details. Let's start with the obverse, or front side of the coin. The 2007 2-pence coin features Queen Elizabeth, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, who first introduced this portrait in 1998. Portrait Queen facing right, wearing the royal diadem. Inscription Elizabeth D.G. Reg F.D., which stands for Elizabeth by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Year of minting, 2007, is displayed below the portrait. The reverse, or backside, is equally significant. Designed by Matthew Dent. The reverse features a segment of the royal shield. The 2-pence coin displays the bottom left portion of the shield, which, when combined with other coins in the series, forms the complete shield of the royal arms. This design was introduced in 2008 for new coins, are often confused with 2007 coins. But in 2007, the reverse still shows the traditional design with the Prince of Wales's feathers. Denomination, 2-pence, written clearly. Design, the traditional heraldic plume, surrounded by ornamental scrollwork. Metal bronze, 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, 0.5% tin. Weight 7.12 grams. Diameter 25.9 millimeters. Edge smooth, without lettering. Shape round. These specifications are consistent with all 2-pence coins minted since 1971, ensuring durability for everyday use. In 2007, the Royal Mint produced hundreds of millions of 2-pence coins for circulation, making them common, but still interesting to collectors for subtle variations. Some collectors look for error coins from this year, including off-center strikes, double die issues, variations in color due to different bronze batches. While these errors are rare, they can significantly increase a coin's value. Although the 2007 2-pence coin is generally common, it has value for collectors depending on condition and rarity. Circulated coins usually worth face value, 2-pence. Uncirculated coins can fetch 50p to £2, especially in mint condition. Error coins or proof coins can be worth much more, sometimes up to £20 to £50, depending on the type of error and collector demand. For serious collectors, storing coins in coin holders or albums ensures preservation of their condition and potential value over time. Here are some fun facts about the 2-pence coin. The 2-pence coin was originally larger and heavier before 1992, when the Royal Mint reduced its size. The coin is legal tender up to £5, meaning you could technically use 250 coins to pay a £5 debt. Collectors often focus on mint marks and slight design variations to find unique pieces. The 2007 2-pence coin is part of a set that forms the complete shield of the royal arms, which makes it visually appealing for collectors when displayed with other coins. The 2-pence coin is part of the Decimal currency system introduced in the UK in 1971, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. By 2007, this coin had been in circulation for 36 years, making it familiar to the public but still collectible for numismatists. The coin was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, and it reflects both tradition and modern design trends. In 2007, the reverse still featured the traditional design before the full shield design became standard in 2008. Design shows Prince of Wales's feathers, surrounded by a coronet and scrollwork. Denomination clearly marked as 2 pence. Subtle details in the engraving make certain coins more sought after, especially those with sharper features or minor minting anomalies. The 2 pence coin used to be larger and heavier before 1992. Legal tender up to £5, meaning 250 coins could technically pay a £5 debt. The coin's design contributes to the royal shield when combined with other denominations, making display collections visually appealing. Slight color variations occur due to bronze alloy batches, creating unique collector interest. Next, coins 2 pence 1971. The 1971 2 pence coin was part of the UK's decimalisation process, which replaced the old pounds, shillings, and pence system with a simpler decimal system. Decimalisation officially took place on February 15, 1971, known as Decimal Day. The 2p coin was introduced alongside other decimal coins such as 1, 5, 10, and 50p. Its creation was aimed at easing everyday transactions and making calculations simpler. Interestingly, the 1971 2p coin was the first year of issue for this denomination, making it historically significant for collectors. It circulated widely and was made for general everyday use, but it's now a sought-after item for numismatists. Features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. The Queen is shown wearing the tiara, a classic design used on many decimal coins of the time. The inscription reads Elizabeth II. D.G. Reg. F.D. 1971, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the reverse features a crown segment of the royal shield, which is part of the full royal coat of arms. At the bottom, it clearly shows 2 pence. The coin has a copper composition, weighing 7.12 grams, with a diameter of 25.9 millimeters, and a plain edge. This gave it a substantial feel in the hand, distinguishing it from the lighter 1p coin. The Royal Mint produced millions of 2p coins in 1971. These were minted primarily at the London Mint. Composition: bronze 97%, copper 2.5%, zinc 0.5%, tin. Weight 7.12 grams. Diameter 25.9 millimeters. Edge plain. The 1971 2 pence coin had a large mintage, with over 1.2 billion coins struck for circulation. Despite this, certain uncommon varieties or proof coins can be highly valuable for collectors today. Collectors also pay attention to die variations, slight differences in the Design caused during the minting process, which can make some coins rare. Visuals, close-ups of circulated versus uncirculated coins, proof coins, collector albums. Now, let's talk about collecting the 1971 2-pence coin. Circulated coins. Most 1971 coins are common and may sell for 50 cents to $2, depending on condition. Uncirculated coins. High-grade coins, often found in mint condition, can range from $10 to $30. Proof coins, special proof sets from 1971 can fetch $50 or more, especially if preserved in original packaging. Look for coins with sharp details on the Queen's portrait and the shield. Avoid coins with heavy scratches or corrosion. Consider investing in the 1967 to 1971 coin sets, as the 1971 2-pence coin was part of the first decimal series and has historical significance. It's also important to note that although it's common, the 1971 2-pence coin remains a piece of history representing the UK's major coinage reform. The 1971 2-pence coin was the first coin ever minted in the UK because decimalisation replaced the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. It was part of a massive change in UK currency called decimal day, and millions of coins were introduced to educate the public about the new system. Some historians consider the 1971 coin a symbol of modernization in British finance. Designed by Christopher Ironside, it features the lower portion of the royal shield, later used in the 2008 redesign for 1 to 50 coins. Look carefully at lines, edges, and crown details. Minor differences can indicate die variations, which collectors prize. 1971 2 coins often found in circulation alongside 1, 5, and 10 coins, helping the public get used to decimals. The reverse shield design was later expanded for UK coin redesign in 2008, showing its long-term influence. Some collectors consider the first year issue coins, 1971, as more historically significant than later years. Last coin 2-pence 1996. The 2-pence coin, often referred to as the 2, is part of the decimal currency system introduced in the United Kingdom on February 15, 1971, a day famously called Decimal Day. Before decimalisation, the British currency system was based on pounds, shillings, and pence, which made everyday calculations complicated. The introduction of decimal coins simplified transactions, and the 2-pence coin became an essential part of daily life. The 1996 2-pence coin belongs to the second generation of 2-pence coins, minted after the 1982 design update, which slightly refined the coin's dimensions and details. The 1996 2-pence coin is made of copper-plated steel, giving it a beautiful reddish-brown appearance. Let's break down its key features. Features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf, who created the third definitive coinage portrait of the Queen used between 1985 and 1997. Around the portrait, you'll see the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1996 foot. which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Designed by Christopher Ironside, it shows a segment of the royal shield. This design was part of a larger system, where all coins, when placed together, form the complete shield, a clever and beautiful piece of British artistry. Dimensions: diameter 25.9 millimeters, weight 7.12 grams, thickness 1.85 millimeters, edge smooth, without ridges, making it easy to distinguish from other coins in hand. Fun fact: the royal shield design on the 2-pence coin was revolutionary for its time because it allowed coins of different denominations to connect visually, creating a full heraldic image. When arranged correctly. Visual footage of coins being minted. The 1996 2-pence coin was minted at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, one of the most historic mints in the world. Composition change: in 1992, the 2-pence coin changed from bronze to copper-plated steel due to rising copper prices. By 1996, all circulating 2p coins were made from this newer, more cost-effective material. Minting process: steel blanks were cut and cleaned. Copper plating was applied to give the coin its iconic reddish tone. Coins were struck with tremendous pressure, imprinting both sides with sharp detail. Millions of 1996 2-pence coins were minted for circulation, making it a common coin, yet collectors still find interest in specific variations. Visual close-ups of rare variations. Scratches or die errors. While most 1996 2-pence coins are standard, collectors often look for variations or minting errors, such as slightly off-center strikes, weak details on the Queen's portrait, die cracks or planchet flaws. These minor errors can significantly increase the coin's value among collectors, especially in uncirculated condition. Let's talk about value. Face value: 2-pence, of course. Collector value: common circulated coins, usually worth 2-pence to 10-pence. Uncirculated coins in mint condition can fetch £1 to £3, depending on the demand. Rare error coins or proof versions may go higher, even up to £10 to £15 or more. Tips for collectors: always check the coin's condition. Coins with no scratches or discoloration are more valuable. Look for special sets or proof coins from 1996 issued by the Royal Mint. Keep coins in protective holders to preserve their shine and value over time. Visual, fun graphics, animation. The 2-pence coin is part of the pound sterling system, which is over 1,200 years old in history. In 1996, over 80 million 2-pence coins were minted, showing how common yet this coin is important in everyday UK transactions. Its copper-plated steel composition makes it magnetic, unlike the older bronze versions. The 1996 2-pence coin may seem simple, but it's a perfect blend of history, art, and craftsmanship. From the Queen's elegant portrait to the clever royal shield design, this coin captures a small yet fascinating piece of British heritage. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, the 1996 2-pence coin is a coin worth knowing. about, preserving, and even adding to your collection. So there you have it, the 1971, 1996, 2004, and 2007 2-pence coins, each with its own unique story and potential value. Do you have any of these coins in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your finds. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with other collectors, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing coin stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.